The entire hotel industry is walking a tightrope right now. On one side, you've got this incredible new technology and guests with sky-high expectations pulling it into the future. But on the other side, you have intense competition and just crushing operational pressures trying to pull it all down. So today, we're going to break down how this high-stakes balancing act is literally changing everything about your next stay. Just think about the last time you stayed at a hotel. Did you wait in line for one of those little plastic key cards? Or did you just stroll right past the front desk using your phone to unlock your door? Believe it or not, that one simple choice gets to the very heart of the massive transformation that's happening as we speak. Yeah, that whole traditional hotel experience, the physical keys, the generic recommendations from a concierge, it's quickly becoming a thing of the past. The modern stay, it's all about efficiency and making it personal. We're talking mobile keys, smart rooms that actually learn your preferences, and AI chatbots that are ready to help 24/7. This isn't just a fresh coat of paint, it's a fundamental rewiring of what a hotel stay even is. Okay, so let's dive right into our first major trend, the tech revolution. And it is a classic double-edged sword. It's giving hotels these incredible new tools while also creating some of their absolute biggest headaches. And at the core of all this is one big idea: digital transformation. I mean, a complete overhaul of how hotels even operate. You see the big chains like Marriott and Hilton leading the charge here, using everything from mobile keys to AI-powered systems to make things run smoother and, let's be honest, to rely a little less on human labor. And this really shows you the central conflict. On one hand, AI promises amazing efficiency and can tailor an experience just for you. But on the other hand, it comes with a huge price tag, serious cybersecurity risks, and the danger of losing that critical human touch that so many of us value. It's a perfect example of that tightrope walk. Okay, but here's the thing. This tech revolution isn't just happening inside the hotel walls. It has completely turned the very first step of your trip upside down: how you actually book your room. This has thrown the doors wide open for some seriously powerful, tech-driven competitors. We all know them, right? The online travel agencies, or OTAs, like Booking.com and Expedia. They've become these dominant forces, creating a world of nonstop digital marketing, dynamic pricing, and something that's great for us as consumers, but really tough for hotels: complete and total price transparency. And you can see how this puts hotels in a really tough financial spot. Sure, OTAs give them incredible global reach, but they take a pretty big slice of the pie from every single booking. So hotels are in this constant battle, trying to balance getting seen by as many people as possible with the hit to their own profit margins. All of this brings us to our second major trend, because it's not just the technology that's changing, it's us. The modern guest? Well, we have a completely different set of demands and brand new values. See, the modern traveler isn't just looking for a bed to sleep in anymore. We're on a quest for an experience. We want a story to tell our friends, a wellness retreat, a culinary adventure, you name it. We pore over online reviews, we crave personalization, and when it's all over, we share that experience online, which in turn becomes this powerful force that shapes that hotel's reputation for everyone else. And what this all points to is a massive shift in motivation. Of course, price is always going to matter. But more and more, today's travelers are making values-driven decisions. They're picking hotels that actually align with their personal beliefs. And right now, the biggest one of all is sustainability. But, you guessed it, going green is another tightrope walk. The promise is huge, right? A real competitive advantage, long-term savings. But the peril is just as real. We're talking high upfront costs, a ton of new regulations, and the ever-present risk of being accused of greenwashing, just pretending to be more eco-friendly than you actually are. Okay, so we've got new tech and new guest demands, but trying to meet all these new expectations is getting incredibly difficult because of our third trend, the operational squeeze. This is the pressure that's happening behind the scenes, hitting the very foundations of the business. And honestly, this quote says it all. The real challenge is, how do you deliver a 5-star experience when you're struggling with major staff shortages and rising costs? That is the central conflict facing the entire industry today. So this squeeze is really coming from two directions at once. First, there are significant labor shortages, which are forcing hotels to either seriously improve their benefits or lean really heavily on automation.
And second, there's intense economic pressure from inflation and rising costs, which is pushing them towards strict cost controls and sourcing things locally. And we can't forget that this has a very real human cost. The staff that remains, they're facing a much heavier workload and a super high risk of burnout. And of course, when a team is stretched that thin, the quality of service can start to slip, which ends up undermining the very guest experience that everyone is trying so hard to perfect. So, with all these competing pressures, where does this all lead? Well, it leads us to this idea of the future-proof hotel. Success in this new world isn't about mastering just one of these things. It's about finding that perfect and pretty elusive balance between all of them. So here's the bottom line. The winners in this new era are going to be the ones who can walk this tightrope without falling. They'll be the ones who use technology to empower their employees, not just replace them. They'll figure out how to make sustainability actually profitable, and they will master the art of delivering those unique, personalized experiences without breaking their operational and financial backs. And that leaves us with one final question. And this one's for you. The next time you book a hotel, what are you going to be looking for? Will it be the slick convenience of a mobile key, the promise of an eco-friendly stay, or will it be the simple warmth of a human welcome? Your choice is now a crucial part of this fascinating and incredibly complex balancing act.